All right, boys, let's get rolling for the night here. It is going to be mixer number 7. And we are going to have team list on the left, over the camera up right hand corner. It's going to be 3 boxes of Tribute, 4 boxes of Topps Finest. I was going to say, obviously, Prism came out today. They didn't have a checklist earlier. They've actually come out with the checklist, so maybe I'll do a pick your team tomorrow. However, I only have 3 cases of it total, and one of the cases is for the shop, so I only have 2 cases to break. Not that I could break a half a case of it as well. But essentially, we have the Finest right here, 2, 4. You can see the other 2. We'll put these. We'll actually start with the Finest. We'll put them to the side for right now. You guys can see 3 boxes of Tribute. I'll go over the configure of each type of box whenever I open the first version of the box. For instance, well, first off, can't forget because we have Cal here now. Oh, looks like the autofocus is on. Let me shut that off because nobody wants a headache from the camera. Oh, that's because the power went out last night. That's why the camera unfocused. We had terrible thunderstorms last night. It was so bad. I was going to say, we're going to have my man Cal Ripken Jr. here, Project 2020. Ben Barter the card. Give him a nice rub on all of the 7 boxes for good luck, like he's always our good luck charm here. Anyways, what I was getting into about Topps Finest. This is 2023 Topps Finest. Bryce Harper, the cover boy. It's going to be 60 cards total. 1 master box, which is this whole box. 2 mini boxes. Each mini box is going to have an autograph, which means a master box has 2 autographs total. Each mini box should also have 1 refractor and at least 1 numbered parallel. So but let's get rolling in here. We'll do 2 boxes of Finest, and then we'll rotate between Finest and Tribute to end out the break. Good luck to everybody that's in it. Like I said, team list on the left, over at camera in upper right-hand corner. Hopefully, everybody had a good week. It is Friday. So, hey, this is not National Treasures for Panini, all right? There is no chance of any Ryan Kleskos. Panini's the only one that sends you old product. A la the 2019 rookie Nick Senzel in the 2022 National Treasure box. The Prism Auto checklist actually looks pretty loaded. It's the first autograph for that 16-year-old for the Padres that's in their farm system. And then obviously there's like Ellie and some other big prospects. But let's get rolling here. We're going to start out with J.J. Bleday for the Athletics, Miguel Vargas, Nolan Arenado, Gabriel Moreno, Senga, Duran, Max Scherzer. We have Garrett Mitchell going to the Brew Crew, 86 out of 99, and that's going to Noah Seahusen. And the Brewers on the green lava. I promise you guys, Topps Chrome is not getting pushed back as I have like 15 cases of it sitting in the shop. Manny Machado, Michael Conforto, Cal Raleigh, Riley Green. And finally, the Craig Biggio moments going to the Astros and Robert Sellers. I was going to say, I know that Jeff Brocato was looking for this card, but we got the Craig Biggio moments. So it does exist, going to Robert Sellers and the Astros. Mike Trout for the Angels, Aaron Judge, Brett Baty, O'Neal Cruz, Oswald Peraza on the Sky Blue, 74 out of 300. Going to the Yankees. And Ward Wilbanks on the Peraza. We have Jose Ramirez, Rafael Devers, Chris Bryant, Bryce Terang, Randy Johnson, the big unit, Bobby Witt Jr., Ezekiel Tavar, Vaughn Grisham, Anthony Volpe, Freddie Freeman, Fujinami, and Ken Waldichuk. Let me actually just get a bin that's right behind me so I can put these cards in. Now, if only Craig Biggio's son ever lived up close to the hype that he had and was nowhere near the player that his dad was. Although, I will say Craig Biggio was a late bloomer. I don't think Cavin's going to late bloom into anything, though. Just a bench guy. I will post the second half of this tomorrow around noon. So I mean it'll be at the top of an hour. It'll either be noon or 1. The second half of the 2 cases that are involved in this. There is another baseball mixer that's up, like I said, the Prism Random Teams. The other baseball mixer is kind of unique. Has some 2023 Bowman, has some Bowman Sterling. Nice chance of those prospect autographs as well as some finest in tribute. We have Luis Castillo, Corey Seager, George Kirby, Gunnar Henderson, Wilson Contreras, Pete Alonso, Liover Peguero. We have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the Aqua Shimmer, 109 out of 175. Going to the Blue Jays. And Brian Ward. We're going to have Fernando Tatis Jr., Wander Franco, Jose Altuve, Trey Turner, Hunter Green on the refractor, Yordan Alvarez, Oswaldo Cabrera, not Peraza, Luis Robert, Oscar Colas, Ichiro. We have Brian Serven going to the Rockies, and Blake Beneke. On the Serven. Ronald Acuna Jr., DL Hall, Ketel Marte, Gunnar Henderson, 41 out of 125 on the green speckle going to the Orioles, and John Cullison. This kid right here, the Oriole prices are going to just keep going up at the back end of the year. Like, I don't know what they're going to be in Chrome, but Chrome is loaded with Orioles rookies, and they have a bunch of them, and they arguably have the 2 best rookies in the class, so that's not named Corbin Carroll. So we have Joey Votto, Suzuki, Hunter Brown, Spencer Steer, Oscar Gonzalez, Alex Bregman, and Bo Naylor. Because Gunnar Henderson has surpassed, I believe, everyone in the American League, and he might have even surpassed Corbin Carroll in WAR this week. So he is that guy. There's also like a 50-50 chance now of me going to the National. Funding that I had guaranteed fell through, so if I can't go to the Panini VIP party, there's really no reason for me to go out there. I mean, I could do some networking, but in general, it's not worth the drive out there when Topps Chrome comes out to just do some networking. So to see what happens Monday, I'm waiting for the guy to call me back. All right, let's get rolling. We have Neil Cruz, Cal Raleigh, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Mike Trout, Aaron Judge, Bryce Terang, Brett Batty, Hunter Brown on the Blue Vapor. It's just logistically like a nightmare, too, to bring all that Topps Chrome with me for, like, no reason. Like, in that sense. We have Jose Ramirez, Rafael Devers, Anthony Volpe, Chris Bryant, Shane McClanahan, Bobby Witt Jr., Ezekiel Tovar. We have Jacob deGrom, Vaughn Grisham, and Matthew Liberatore. On the 143 out of 150 on the Cardinals. It's going to Blake. We have Fujinami, Ken Waldichuk, Liberatore, Ken Griffey Jr., Michael Stefanik, 82 out of 99. Going to the Angels. On the green and Bobby Bingham. There is a basketball mixer that is up. I should mention that. And it only has like 7 spots left now. Yesterday it had quite a few. Good old Richard Garcia was up to his treacherous ways again. And people joined from the scammer group. So we had McClanahan and a couple guys jumped in the basketball break. We have Bo Bichette, Garrett Cole, Byron Buxton, Logan Webb, Zach Wheeler, and Logan Webb again. Also, anybody that has cards here, all the cards got shipped out from all the breaks that have broken. Even the Visions break that broke last night. So everybody should be getting cards either tomorrow. If you're in Maryland, probably going to be tomorrow. If you're anywhere else, it's either probably going to be Monday or Tuesday. I think there was maybe 1 or 2 people that had a Wednesday a delivery date. And that was like Mitch Schwegman, who lives in like Tempe, Arizona on a golf course or some shit. So apparently the mailman can't get there for 4 days. But everybody else should have, almost everybody else should have their stuff Monday or Tuesday. It's actually, the ground advantage stuff is super nice. For example, South Dakota. South Dakota is zone 6 or something like that for mail delivery, but it would take forever for stuff to get to South Dakota, to the point where I was shipping everything to Austin, who lives in South Dakota, UPS, because it was just faster. Even if it was like 50 cents more every time I ship, sometimes a buck or two. It's just like, I'm not going to have his stuff floating around in USPS for 18 days or whatever it was. Not over-exaggeration, right? But the ground advantages seem to make the shipping times way faster. We have Jose Altuve, Pete Alonso, Liover Peguero on the green. 68 out of 99. Plus the prices are a little bit cheaper, which is nice. But yeah, the South Dakotas, it's nice. The only one that seems to still take a while is California, but when you're going coast to coast, that just makes sense, right? We got a 68 out of 99 on Liover Peguero. And it's not even like LA, because we don't really have a lot of Southern California people. It's like, Brian Thomas lives in like the wilderness of California. We have Yordan Alvarez, Oswaldo Cabrera, Luis Robert, Oscar Colas, Nick Prado, Suzuki, Acuna Jr. We have DL Hall, Ketel Marte, Fujinami, Bo Naylor, Joey Votto, Hunter Brown, Spencer Steer, Christian Yelich, Senga, Bregman, J.J. Bleday, Miguel Vargas, Rafael Devers, and the Topps World's Finest. We have Max Castillo to the Royals. And that's going to Brian Ward. So I try, Austin. I'm trying my hardest to keep the growth. We've been feeling a couple people have said we've been feeling faster. I mean, to me, it's all just the same. The days kind of merge together. But if everyone thinks we're feeling faster and they're happy, I'm happy too. We got Gabriel Moreno, Durant. I mean, we are feeling faster. Scherzer, Bo Bichette. But I think it helps that some new product came out. Manny Machado and Michael Conforto. And that was the first 2 boxes. Let's get into some tribute. All right. Got a feeling fresh. Both of these are from fresh cases, obviously. Said the other half will be posted either at noon or 1 Eastern. Everything's in Eastern Standard Time here. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. After this, we will be running the soccer break. I'm going to get back to running Pokemon breaks. At least post them when one fills. I'll post another one. I'm going to try to drop the prices and keep them as low as possible to move some Pokemon. We got 91 out of 99 Greg Maddux. So be on the lookout for that if you're looking for Pokemon stuff. I know there's only a few that are necessarily, but that are in sports breaks. A nice Greg Maddux for the Cubbies here, and Christie. I know that he's more an Atlanta Braves pitcher to a lot of people, but I know he still has some love from the Cubs fans. We have Luis Castillo, Oswalt Peraza on the green rookie card. Nice hit here for Ward. On the 78 out of 99. And we're going to get the Justin Verlander blue and orange memorabilia. Going to the Astros and Robert Sellers on the gold, so it should be out of 75. At least I think this is gold. Sometimes I get it confused with the orange. No, this is a gold. 48 out of 75 on the Verlander. Speaking of Verlander, man, the Mets are so disappointing. It's like such a disgrace, man. It's terrible. Got David Ortiz for the Red Sox. Ryan Mountcastle for the Orioles. For the Red Sox, Gabriel Quesada, 5 out of 199. I've upgraded you to the Diamondbacks catcher, Gabe. Sorry. I was going to say. Obviously, this Bogaerts hurts. No longer with the squad. Signing the big contract to go be a bottom dweller in the National League. Play on a super team that ain't so super. Into pack number 3, we have Albert Pujols for the Cardinals. Salvador Perez for the Royals. We're going to have Tony Gwynn, 31 out of 50 on the purple for the Padres. Speaking of the Padres, and Tim Rawls. In his first break, welcome to the group, Tim. Nice hit on the Tony Gwynn. Some bat and jersey. So far the Padres have an out of 50 Tony Gwynn. We have Xander Bogaerts. George Brett. I have a 1/895 out of 199 Ken Waldichuk. And I blame this autograph right here on Ward Wilbanks. Private conversation, he talked about how tribute, and that's knock on wood, it doesn't happen to us, him off of an autograph, and that he was going to get a Ken Waldichuk. He spoke this autograph into existence for the Athletics and Steve Wachstein. I was going to say. We have Byron Buxton for the Twins. Paul Goldschmidt to the Cardinals. Going to the Tigers and Austin Fishbach on the 131 out of 150. Riley Green. And the Tigers. Nice hit for Austin. Austin finally getting some love here on the tribute. It's beating him up a little bit. Although he was kind of taking the Twins. And the Twins are not trying to get big hits. The Twins are not there. You talking about the Tony Gwynn? I'll just say there's a Tony Gwynn. The Xander was for the Red Sox, so the Xander's not going to be yours. That goes to Gabe. But here's the Riley Green. If you're looking for the Xander, you can talk to Gabe about it. He's a diehard Red Sox fan. He'd probably trade you something for it, to be honest. Because I don't think he collects a bunch of Xanders. I know he collects Rafael Devers and was chasing after J-Rod. Oh yeah, I can send you. Here's the Xander Bogaerts. But like I said, if you hit up Gabe, you can work something out with him, I'm sure. If you're a big Padres fan. Because I don't think he's collecting any Xander Bogaerts anymore. Got Mike Trout on the Angels. Wander Franco. Gonna have the Igniter, 74 out of 99 on the Paul Molitor. Shadow box going to the Brewers. And Noah. And Noah grabbed the Brewers in a couple breaks in a row. I'm actually surprised. I think the Brewers are open in the prospect break, which is weird because Jackson Churrio's in those boxes. It's like everyone, because Ellie De La Cruz came up, it's like everyone forgot that Jackson Jackson Holiday too, but everyone forgot that Jackson Churrio exists. I know he's not having the best year, but he's going to be one of the premier center fielders when he comes up. Assuming he pans out, which I think he will. I mean, the Brewers' division kind of stinks. Trust me, I know I'm a Pirates fan. Terrible. And the Cardinals are kind of on the downturn too, so a lot of potential for the Brewers. If they can get Garrett Mitchell healthy and Churrio comes up in halfway decent. I guess it all depends if they do a Corbin Burns, too, because they kind of offended Corbin Burns by not paying the guy. I'm assuming they're going to trade him at the trade deadline, but I haven't really heard any teams want to give up big package for him, and he's a former Cy Young winner, so I don't know why they wouldn't want to, but I honestly thought that was the guy that the Orioles were going to go after, was Corbin Burns. We have Byron Buxton, Matthew Liberatore, Bryce Harper on the headliners. Joey Meneses for the Nationals, 107 out of 150 on the blue. That's going to Austin Fishbach. I think you're just cursed to hit any Twins players, Austin. We have Logan Webb. It's like you get away from the Twins and you just kill it. JT Realmuto, Garrett Cole. We have Byron Buxton. And a 3 out of 150 going to Matt Raj. The True Blue, the colors on the finest are just so deep. It's such solid looking cards. We have Francisco Alvarez, Zach Wheeler, Jordan Walker, Nolan Arenado, and Joey Votto. We have Austin Riley, Corbin Carroll, Logan O'Hoppe, Max Meyer, Adley Rutschman, Oscar Gonzalez, Hunter Green, Shane Bieber, Adley Rutschman, Adrian Beltre, Freddie Freeman, Riley Green, Vinny Pasquantino, Javier Baez, Bo Naylor, Joey Meneses, and Christian Yelich. That's going to be mini box number 1 of the third finest box. Let's get into the second one. And yeah, the baseball relics are pretty nice when it comes to finest. But I think Finest and Museum Club both have pretty nice memorabilia, to be honest. Anything that's game used is always impressive. Max Scherzer, J.J. Bleday, Bo Naylor on the Aqua, 68 out of 199. Got Manny Machado, Michael Conforto, Ezekiel Duran, J.J. Bleday on the Blue Vapor, 74 out of 250. Going to the Athletics. Oh, and Steve. We have Oscar Gonzalez. Going to the Guardians for the autograph here in Austin Fishbach. Mike Trout, Aaron Judge, O'Neal Cruz, Cal Raleigh, and Ronald Acuna Jr. We have Jose Ramirez, Rafael Devers, Bryce Terrain, Brett Baty, Randy Johnson, Bobby Witt Jr., Ezekiel Tovar, Anthony Volpe, Chris Bryant, Tim Anderson, Fujinami, Waldachuk, Jacob deGrom, Vaughn Grisham, Suzuki, McClanahan, Bo Bichette. Let's get into a box of tribute. See what we can do with a nice Reds card. Okay. Not against pulling a nice Reds card. I'm going to show you a nice Reds card. As I said, I found my Elly De La Cruz. I got out of a Mojo box, but I don't know where I put him somewhere on my desk. I thought he was in with arm's reach, but he's not. We have Miguel Cabrera, Mariano Rivera. Gonna have Chipper Jones and Austin Riley. 10 out of 99 or 199. Going to the Braves. And Brian Ward. Have Juan Gonzalez on the 58 out of 99. Going to the Texas Rangers. That's going to Bobby Bingham. Nice hit there on the Wangan. Kind of a cult hero down in the for Rangers fans, from my understanding. I mean, he's a very good baseball player, don't get me wrong, but I think injuries kind of derailed his career a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. We have Greg Maddux, Jose Altuve, some Ken Griffey Jr. memorabilia on the 47 out of 75. And this memorabilia is actually doing really well in this product, going to the Mariners and Ant Martin. Four-carder here. We have Sean Murphy, who's having a fantastic year. Joe Mauer. We have Gunnar Henderson for the Orioles on the rookie card. It's going to John Cullison. And we have Ezekiel Duran on the 135 out of 199. Who's having a sneaky good rookie season and not getting that much love among the people. And the sleeve's all jacked up. It's like a stopping point there. There we go. Going to Bobby Bingham and the Rangers. I guess we'll put him up for Meneses. Just because it's tribute. We have Sandy Alcantara. Alec Thomas. We have Evan Longoria in the 45 out of 99 going to the Giants. And Brian Ward. The game used memorabilia. I think those are the cards where you can like scan the card, I think. Yeah, if you enter the code from the hologram, it tells you what game the card was, or the jersey was used in. We have Fernando Tatis Jr., Jazz Chisholm Jr., and we get a nice Reds card, Graham Ashcraft. 43 out of 50. On the purple. So nice Reds auto for Mario. Robert must have showed up late to the break. I mean, you could cheer for the Astros. I'm not against it, but you did hit a Craig Biggio autograph early on. We have Graham Ashcraft, which I'll show you right now because I'm actually going to take him down in lieu of the rookie. Moments Craig Biggio right there. I don't know if you missed the beginning of the break, you obviously didn't see it. It was the first autograph. Okay, calm down. Calm down, Richard Garcia. We have Mark McGwire. 25 out of 25 on the orange for the Athletics and Steve. We have Julio Rodriguez. We have Jonathan India on the 24 out of 25 on the orange. So nice hit there. Another young player for the Reds on the India. Going to Mario. Well, let's say I did actually the A-frame for Outside the Shop actually did get finished. I got it says like now open with my logo, and underneath it has Pikachu holding a stack of baseball cards with Adley Rutschman as the top card. It's pretty good looking, honestly. I'll post a picture of it whenever I go pick it up Monday. It was done, and I could have probably went and pick. I just didn't have time to go pick it up before they closed today. And I bought advertising spot on like I don't know if in South Dakota I'm sure they have diners, and I don't know if they use like paper placemats or not that have ads on it, but they do here. So I bought some advertisements on the mats for the next couple of months. We have Spencer Steer, DL Hall. We have Wander Franco for the Rays on the 95 out of 125 on the green speckle. Going to the Rays and Mike Mackey in his first break. So nice Wander. Welcome to the group as well. We have Alex Bregman, Bo Naylor, Miguel Vargas, Hunter Brown. We have Vinny Pasquantino on the 134 out of 175 on the Aqua Shimmer. Gabriel Moreno, Senga, Max Scherzer, J.J. Bleday, Machado, and Michael Conforto. We have Cal Raleigh, Ezekiel Duran, Cal Ripken Jr., Mike Trout, Aaron Judge, Brett Batty, O'Neal Cruz, Ezekiel Tavar, Jose Ramirez, Rafael Devers, Chris Bryant, Bryce Terang, Aaron Judge. We have Matthew Batten. Well, the reason I say that, Austin, is because Pittsburgh doesn't really have diners, at least not what are considered diners in like New Jersey and Maryland. Batten for the Padres, and then we have Ezekiel Tavar, or like the ones you see like in the Midwest. They're like commercialized. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Like Eaton Park, I wouldn't consider it a diner. It's more like a family restaurant that has like a diner vibe, but it's not a diner. Maybe we get to like other parts of, like definitely not in the city, but if you get to like other parts, maybe in one of the suburbs on the other side of the city that I wasn't part of or didn't live near or whatever, and then maybe, but I mean, you're in the Dakotas, so it could just be oil fields. Because I know that's what happened in North Dakota by Minot. The housing there skyrocketed because they found oil or were drilling for oil or something like that. Vaughn Grisham, Anthony Volpe, Dave Winfield. We got a Pete Alonso, 10 out of 25 on the orange shimmer. Going to the Mets and Gabriel Quesada on the Alonso. Nice hit there on the color match. Take Juan Gone down. We have Bobby Witt Jr., Liberatore, Jacob deGrom, Gunnar Henderson on the 15 out of 300. On the sky blue for the Orioles and John Cullison. Fujinami, Waldichuk, Garrett Cole, Byron Buxton, Mike Trout, McClanahan, and Bo Bichette. We have Nolan Arenado, JT Realmuto, Miguel Vargas on the Blue Vapor, 230 out of 250. Going to the Dodgers and Robbie Coleman. Zach Wheeler, Logan Webb, Max Meyer, Jordan Walker, Rafael Devers, Corbin Carroll, Francisco Alvarez, O'Hoppe. Rafael Devers, we got Miguel Cabrera on the 37 out of 100 on the Lava Refractor. And Hunter Green, Austin Riley to wrap up finest for the break. Got one last box here, a tribute. Like I said, we'll post the second half of the cases tomorrow. Let's just make it at noon. I'll schedule it at noon tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. Schedule it before I go to sleep so that it posts at noon. We're going to have David Ortiz for the Red Sox on the gold out of 75. If I don't update it right away, just fair warning, I have there's Maryland States for softball tomorrow, so 52 out of 75. So I'll be available, but if I don't update it right away, it's because we're probably in the middle of a game. We're going to have Bob Gibson for the Cardinals. Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers, 74 out of 199. It's going to the Dodgers and Robbie Coleman. We have Jim Palmer on the 97 out of 99. Sleeves. Going to John Cullison. I would say this break, if I'm being honest, Ward, it's probably about equal. I was going to say for the big teams and the lesser teams when it comes to who has the most hits. We have Suzuki because the Rangers and Mike Yastrzemski and the Mets are not cheap teams. We have 68 out of 99. Neither is the Orioles. But yes, I'll admit the Yankees and the Diamondbacks are not having the greatest break. This is going to Anthony Rizzo. Or going to the Yankees, Anthony Rizzo. We have Aaron Judge, Juan Soto. We have David VR on the 4 out of 50. But then you have something like the Giants hitting the David VR. Like, this is the only guy on the entire team, right? Like, that has anything is David VR for the Giants. And that's going to Brian Ward. Oh, my God. What's wrong with these sleeves? for the Giants and Brian Ward. Which is like nutty, right? Because, I mean, VR is not good. But it's still a nutty thing. We have Pedro Martinez, Luke Voigt. We got Bryce Harper and Mike Schmidt on the 17 out of 25 on the memorabilia going to the Phillies. So the Royals have a huge checklist. The problem is all the guys are injured or stink when it comes to stats. Like Vinny Pasquantino underperformed like crazy this year. Because trust me, I'm in fantasy, I know. I was going to say, but they have a huge checklist. The A's also have a huge checklist, but it's, I mean, Shea Langeliers was a top prospect and Ruiz is good, but like they're just teams with big checklists. And the problem is like other people, well, the Padres don't have a huge checklist, is like I thought personally, and I've had discussions with other breakers, I personally thought that the Royals and the what's the other team I mentioned? The Royals and the A's should be a slightly higher, maybe like $10 higher, but other breakers don't agree with it. So like whatever market value is for the teams is what market value is for the teams. That's like the problem, right? So I think those teams are slightly underpriced compared to some other teams for the amount of bulk you can possibly get in the break. We have Javier Baez for the Tigers, Alex Bregman, because no matter what anybody says, like, volume does matter. 22 out of 75, Jason Varitek for the Red Sox. Like, if you get 3 Shea Langeliers autographs to every 1 Adley Rutschman, like, they're gonna, I mean, maybe Adley Rutschman's not a good example, but, like, 3 Shea Langeliers to every, I don't know, 1 Cedric Mullins, like, the Langeliers beat Cedric Mullins every single time, right? We have Jason Varitek to the Red Sox, to Gabe. We have Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Jacob deGrom for the Rangers, and then we're going to have the Olympus autograph card, and that's going to be a 19 out of 25 for Pete the Schmidt Alonso, the polar bear, going to Gabe on the Olympus. And the New York Mets, last team taken in the break. That closer's luck. And let's do a quick recap of the hits. Go over the memorabilia and the parallels first, and we'll go over the autographs. We're going to have the J.J. Bleday on the Blue Vapor out of 250. Bo Naylor on the Aqua out of 199. Byron Buxton out of 150 on the Blue. Gunnar Henderson out of 125 on the Green Speckle. We're going to have Tony Gwynn on the Purple on the memorabilia, which is out of 50. We have Xander Bogaerts out of 199. Justin Verlander on the Gold out of 75. Oswald Peraza on the Green for the rookie card. Greg Maddux on the Green for the Cubs. Garrett Mitchell on the Green Lava, the True Green Paguero. Sky Blue Peraza, the True Blue Liberatore. Hunter Brown on the Blue Vapor. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the Aqua Shimmer. We're going to have Goldschmidt and Harper on the Dual Auto Orange. We're going to have Anthony Rizzo on the Green Tri-Patch. Clayton Kershaw out of 199. David Ortiz on the Gold. Miguel Cabrera on the Aqua Refractor out of 100. Miguel Cabrera on the Blue Vapor out of 250. We have Gunnar Henderson on the Sky Blue. Vinny Pasquantino on the Aqua Shimmer. Wander Franco on the Green Speckle. Mark McGwire on, I believe this is an orange out of 25. We have Evan Longoria on the Green. Gunnar Henderson on the rookie card. We have Ken Griffey Jr. on the Gold. And Chipper and Austin Riley on the dual memorabilia out of 199. Getting into the autographs, we're going to have the Blue Riley Green, Jason Varitek out of 75 for the Red Sox. We have David VR on the Purple, Jim Palmer on the green. Juan Gonzalez on the green. Matthew Batten on the base finest. Jonathan India out of 25 for the Reds. Craig Biggio on the moments for the Astros. And have Joey Meneses on the true blue. Michael Stefanik on the true green for the Angels. Oscar Gonzalez on the base. Max Castillo on the base. Brian Servant on the base. And Ken Waldichuk out of 199. I'm sorry, Ward. I'll do better next time. We got Paul Molitor on the Igniter. 74 out of 99 for the Brewers. Graham Ashcraft out of 43 out of 50 on the purple. We're going to have Ezekiel Duran on the 135 out of 199 going to the Rangers. Then we're going to have Pete Alonso on the orange wave, 10 out of 25. And then we're going to have another Pete Alonso on the Olympus, and that's going to be a 19 out of 25. Both of them going to the Mets and Gabe Quesada. Congratulations to everybody hit. For everybody didn't, hopefully a better luck next time. We will run the soccer break after this. Give me till, let's say, 10:15 or so for the soccer break. I appreciate y'all. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Like I said, congratulations to everybody hit. For everybody that didn't, hopefully a better luck next time. Second half will be tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's no times two or anything, so all the teams will be open when the break drops. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night and be safe. Check out the breaks that are